What's going on, Realm Royale community? Hey, listen, I want to start this video off with a couple of corrections and retractions, perhaps. I don't know that they're really corrections or retractions, but I want to clarify something. In the last video where I talked about, whether or not Thor's on a team working on a game or working on a game, I think that my intention was to tell you that I don't know of him being on the team working on those games. However, it appears as though there were several, if not handful of tweets where he indicated he's working on Smite, he's working on Paladin. So if that needs to be corrected, let this be that correction. So he is apparently publicly on Twitter, X, whatever, saying that he's working on Smite 2 and Paladins, or as I like to call it, P1. Anyway, I'm not here to gloat. I'm not here to tell you I told you so. None of that's really accurate for what this video is going to be about, but I think it's important to point out to you that I think we found Thor after a year of being quiet about really any details whatsoever about any kind of future with Realm Royale. I think he made it pretty clear in a tweet, X, whatever the hell you call it, to someone who asked a question about Realm. I'll put the tweet up and I'll go over this tweet. Basically what it's saying in essence, and as you guys know, I like to do my research. I like to, find out as much as I can before I just come and tell you guys something. The reality is it sounds like that this guy is in his free time with the tools he has available to him, which appears to be Unreal Engine 5.4, version 5.4, is toying around with Realm content on that engine. Now, let me just stop real quick and just say to you guys that I need to be clear about this video, okay? Like, there are now 2 games that I'm going to make videos about here on YouTube, that I'm going to talk about on my streams on twitch.tv/SMARMYTANK or TikTok. All those links can be found below in the description. There's the game Realm Royale Reforged, which we really still don't have any solid information on. Thor did nothing in that tweet to clear up any of the confusion or any of the information that we've all been told is coming soon as far as news about what's going to happen to our current game. So let's just put a pin in that and set that aside for a second. Okay. The game that I'm going to talk about additionally in regards to Realm Royale is whatever the working title is going to be of whatever on his free time Thor's working on. At the end of the day, that's exactly what I was trying to tell you guys in this last video. Is there something going on? I don't think he made it clear in that tweet. I don't think he's done anything to further other than to say, hey, he's trying to do something with Realm on Unreal Engine, 5.4. But I want to temper your expectations. This video's title is like possibly the beginning of New Realm. Like, this could be possible New Realm creation. But let me stop there and tell you something, okay? The way that Reforged became a reality for all of us that are sitting here complaining about it today is that there was a simple player of the game who was spending time trying to clean up bugs on the server, was reaching out and communicating with people that worked on the game to let them know he had done this. And one thing led to another, and some of the passion and some of the detail and some of the work that had been put into that effort was then met with, hey, maybe we got something here. Maybe we should go back and revisit this. Maybe we should try this again. Maybe we should see what we can do. And then that's where kind of the whole idea was born out of them having a bunch of meetings and determining to do Realm Royale Reforged, okay? That again is the game that we're talking about, that we don't have a lot of information on. We've been told by Shiz in the Discord that we are going to get some news soon. I don't believe that the tweet response to that user on X was the news he spoke of. I will also tell you that I sent a DM and I asked a specific question to Thor, and his specific answer to me was pretty much exactly what was in the tweet, and almost kind of like, hey man, don't get too excited. Nothing's for certain. But in the tweet, he was actually even more like, you know, you never know, right? You never know, which always gives people hope when you say things like you never know, right? So here's the deal. In that DM back to me, the thing that was important to me is that he DM'd me back, okay? And that's why I put the milk carton on the thumbnail, so that we could all laugh about the fact that we haven't heard from Thor, you know, referring to our game in almost a year. And then out of the blue on a weekend, he tweets when I just happened to be, by the way, not on social media, not here for this bit of news, whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna say something to you guys right now, and it could very well get me in huge trouble. But I think it's important for me to share it with you, because I promised you that I would share it with you, and that is this. If I have information about anything going on with this game that I am not allowed to tell you, I normally would tell you, hey, I know some things, I just can't tell you about them. And here's the thing, I want to be real clear with you guys. Nobody came to me and told me anything. Nobody sent me a DM and said, hey, this is what's going on, this is what's going to happen, and this is the days, the dates, and the stuff, and the changes. And I want to be clear with you that that's not what I'm referring to when I say this next part to you. What has happened is I happened to come across some information which I'm not going to share with you. But to me, the fact that I came across the information gives me the feeling that we're going to be fine with the current Realm Royale Reforged game, meaning that there'll be some sort of an update. I don't think it's going to die and go away, and I'll stick to my guns on what I said in the other video. And by the way, I did not have this information I'm telling you about when I made that video. That video was literally just me going onto the Google machine, reading the tea leaves, giving you guys what I thought was going to go on. It turns out that after that, some information came to me. I was aware of it. It was made aware of by me. Like someone made me aware of it, that I won't share with you. I'm not going to share with you. However, know that the fact that I got some information and that I'm not going to share it with you should be all the relief that you potentially should need to know that they're not selling crowns in the store for 1 crown and then they're going to shut the game down. I'm going to go back to the last video. That's not what's happened here. Okay. Let me also tell you this. There are, according to Realm Hub, and the link is in my description. Realm Hub is the API. If you don't know what that is, go look it up. It's what they pull information from the Realm servers to then compile and give out to, in our case, the public, about different stats and things that are going on. The unique people that log in weekly, every 7 days roughly, to play this game, this dead, broken, bot-filled lobby game, are about 45,000 people. And I said this on my stream, and I'm going to say it on this video to you. When you think about being in business and you have 45,000 potential customers, the last thing you're going to do is just tell those 45,000 customers, sorry, we don't want to talk to you anymore. We don't want to do anything for you anymore. Just go kick rocks and do something else. That's never going to happen. Hi-Rez, I am sure, is well aware of the fact that there's 45,000 people playing this dead, broke, damaged, no news getting game. I'm sure they're aware of that. I cannot defend why they don't tell us more. I cannot tell you what's going on in the insides of Hi-Rez Studios, which is causing us to never get the information that we also desperately want. But I'm here to tell you that they're not abandoning 45,000 people when you're showing up to play their game every week. They're not putting, like, one of their employees is not tweeting out a response about working on a game on an engine we were told was never possible. Okay, unless that person feels somewhat competent, somewhat secure, somewhat hopeful that perhaps something can come of it. Okay, that's it. That's all we have at this point. There's now 2 games on my radar. There's whatever this new game's going to be called based on Realm that this guy's working on in his free time. And then there's the game that we have that we're all so angry and fed up with and so frustrated with that 45,000 of us just keep beating our heads against the wall every single week playing it. I'm one of them. A handful of you are them. Okay, so get over it. Literally, as news becomes available to me for either game, I will absolutely give it out to you guys. But I'm telling you, shit's going on, man. Shit's happening. Shit is occurring inside and out, having to do with the game that we all love so much. So listen, last but not least, one more time, enjoy what you have. Be excited that there's a guy who's literally working his ass off, probably 12 to 15 hours a day for the business he's working for and getting paid by, and then spending time after that to toy around with what would possibly be a new version of Realm Royale sometime in the future. That, let me just tell you, wasn't happening a year ago or 2 years ago when I was sending DMs and I was having conversations with people about, hey, you think they'd ever throw this game on Unreal Engine 5? The answer I got from a lot of people that knew a lot more than I did about this game told me I was absolutely insane. That's crazy. That will never happen. There's not enough money. There's not enough power. There's blah, 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 blah. So now, 2 years later, there's a guy on Twitter who works at a company that loves this game as much as all of us do. Trust me when I tell you, he loves this game. Thor is the best person we could have rooting for us in their offices for this game to continue on in some way, shape, or form. So stop talking shit about the guy. Stop telling us what you think about him. Stop complaining that he hasn't gotten anything back to us yet. Stop complaining that there isn't an update. What you should be focused on right now is the fact that someone gives a shit about this game's future beyond what we're currently playing right now. That's it. That's the video. I may have left a few things out. I may have to clarify a few things on my stream, but at the end of the day, the guy came out of obscurity from a year ago and told someone on Twitter that he's toying around on Unreal Engine 5.4. That's as simple as I can make it for you. If that doesn't say to you that he wants Realm to continue, then you're just not paying attention. What was lost is now found. You like that? How I tied that back to the to the thumbnail? If you have any questions, put them in the bottom. I'll let you know. Realm Royale is not going anywhere. I can't wait to hear the same news you guys can't wait to hear. And as soon as I have any kind of blurbs of anything I'm allowed to share with you, I'll give you a heads up. Right now, I can't give you a heads up on anything because I'm not allowed to give you a heads up on anything, because guess what? Let's just say someone did tell me something directly. Things change. Someone could have a week ago told me everything that's going to happen. And then I could come on here and tell you, hey, I heard this, I heard this, I heard this. Guess what? A week from now, that person could send me back a message going, dude, change your plans. None of that's happening. We're fucked. It's not ever going to happen. It's dead. So that's why I can't tell you. That's why I'm not even going to hint it to you. The information I have, I don't even know if this is part of the news that they're saying is soon. I just got some information. And so I told you, if I had some information, I would tell you that I have some information. I do. And that to me makes me feel good about it, but also at the same time, makes me still just as frustrated that I don't know exactly what it is and when we're going to get it. So until then, I'll see you guys in the realm. Keep playing the game. If you want to make content for this game, keep making content. The people making content, the people creating artwork, the people doing things that can help this game both on this engine and potentially the next one, those are the kind of people that when the time comes, you can say to them, hey, can I work with you guys? And chances are, if you've been working your ass off on this game when it was dead broken and nobody was talking to us, chances are you'll at least have a leg to stand on in that conversation. I know for me, and I said it in the last video, I'm just sitting around hoping for the next opportunity to come my way, which is why I don't sit on here and spew a bunch of venom about a bunch of shit that honestly doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter what we think. Okay? It doesn't. It matters what we do. And what I'm doing is making videos for Realm Royale and whatever the hell they're going to call Realm Royale when it hopefully comes out soon. Just kidding. When it comes out. Love you guys. Thank you guys. Like I said, I'll see you in the realm. Late.